What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we're gonna be talking about cheap versus expensive fishing lines. So I know many of you guys, like myself, wonder if it's worth it to get expensive fishing line. Like, is there really a difference between this $5 line and this $30 line? So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going into Dick's and I'm going to be picking out some lines, some expensive line and some cheap line, and we're going to be comparing them back to back to see if there's actually a difference. So we made it to the fishing line. We got braided line, fluorocarbon, and mono. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on fluorocarbon, but we're going to talk about mono quick. Mono floats is pretty stretchy, so hook sets are tough, and it has a lot of memory. So it curls, or memory just means that it remembers the form it was in. So when you wrap it around a reel and then you cast it, it will stay curled up pretty much. But so mono has the most memory, fluorocarbon has less memory, and braided line has like no memory. And that's also how the stretchiness goes. This is the most stretchy, less stretchy, and the least stretchy. So braid's the best for hook sets because it's the least stretchy. Fluoro sinks, and a lot of people use for like jerk baits and such. And then mono is just like your basic like line. People like it for top water if they aren't throwing braid because it floats, and I like it for Senko fishing because it floats and you can watch your line. If like a fish picks it up, you'll watch your line like shoot across the water. But in this video, since there's not many variations in like mono prices, we're gonna be talking about fluorocarbon. So for fluorocarbon, I normally get the 12-pound Seaguar line, which is 28 bucks. And then the other 12-pound line, we got Vanish, which is $14.99. The original price is $15.49. Okay, disregard what I said. I was gonna get the Vanish 12-pound fluorocarbon, but the Stren 12-pound fluorocarbon is a lot cheaper. It's $8.97, and its original price is $10.99. So this is more like a third of the price of the Seaguar 12-pound fluorocarbon. So we're gonna get the Seaguar 12-pound fluorocarbon and the Stren 12-pound fluorocarbon, and I'll get these, talk to you guys in the car. We're gonna talk about them and then fish with them and see what their differences are and see if it's worth it to get the Seaguar over the Stren. So we just got out of Dick's. We got the Seaguar 12-pound fluorocarbon and the Stren 12-pound fluorocarbon. So they're the same type of line, both 12-pound fluorocarbon. They're both 200 yards, but the Stren is a little bit thicker. The diameter of it is 0.33 millimeters, while the diameter of the Seaguar is 0.285 millimeters. So the Stren is about 0.045 millimeters thicker than the Seaguar. So I don't know if we'll be able to notice that, but we'll open them up, take a look, compare the lines, and then fish with them. So stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to be putting the line on the rods and reels. I have, luckily, two of the same exact combos. These are $18 combos. If you want to check out the review on these combos, I'll leave a link in the description. But for this video, I'm going to be using the same combo, so we don't have any variation in what rod and reel I'm using, in case that matters with the line. But I had to number the rods to make sure that I don't forget which line is on which rod, and we numbered the lines too. Don't you guys worry. We got a 1 on the Seaguar and a 2 on the Stren. But before we go fishing and putting the line on the reels, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox them and quickly compare them. So let's do that. So that was dramatic. Seaguar Invisex. Yeah, this line's thin and it looks really nice. And the Stren. Oh, yeah, that's definitely thicker. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but the Seaguar line is the line on the top. You probably can't see this because GoPros don't focus well. I don't know. But the Seaguar line is on the top and the Stren line is on the bottom. Looking at this, you can tell that the Seaguar is a tiny bit thinner diameter than the Stren. It's not that big of a difference and they look pretty similar. But yeah, let's put them on the rods and see how they perform out on the pond. I'm gonna start off by throwing a jerkbait on both of them because a lot of people like to throw jerkbaits on fluoro to test it out. Fluoro sinks, so it's perfect for jerkbaits. And then I'll probably throw a spinner and maybe a Senko just to see how the line is affected by throwing different lures on it. So stay tuned, we're gonna head out to the pond soon and I'll see you guys there. Thank you. We're at the pond now, so we're gonna get started on this cheap versus expensive line debate. I'm gonna cast both of these rods out and let's compare the memory of the two lines, and then I'll fish with them and see how they compare when fishing. So this right here is the Seaguar fluorocarbon. Okay, there's not that much memory there. That's looking good. Now let's go over to the Stren, take a cast with that. Okay, I just casted out both of the lines, and this is the Seaguar and this is the Stren. As you can see, the Seaguar has less memory than the Stren. It's straighter and less curled. The Stren's honestly not that bad though. It's just a little wavy, but the Seaguar is much better. I'm going to start off fishing with the Seaguar, so let's get into it. Oh my. Okay, so jerkbaits have not been doing well for me. I caught a stick on the Seaguar and I lost 2 on the Stren. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put Senkos on both of these, and we're gonna go to the back of that island right over there. There's some lily pads. Just throw the Senkos in the lily pads and we should be able to get a few. Just to see how hook sets with the line and reeling in some fish, so let's do that. Okay, we will start out with the Seaguar again, throwing a black and blue 4-inch Yum Dinger Senko, and yeah. Hopefully this isn't as tough as the jerkbait. Well, it won't be, but you know. There we go. I don't even know. I'm using the Stren right now. There we go. On the Seaguar. A tiny smallmouth. Everything's been doing good with these small fish. I'm gonna switch back to the Stren and just see if we can get a bigger one on that. I'll just switch off each fish. There we go. There's a better smallmouth on the Stren. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay, so we just got this guy on the Stren. He jumped off in the boat, so it's a little bigger one, but still not quite big enough to, I mean, they've been doing well with these small ones. This guy's a little bigger, but haven't been able to really test the line. There he goes. Whoa. There's a small largemouth. So I just got done fishing with the 2 different lines. I fished with both of them for a couple hours, and honestly, I could not tell a difference. And I'm someone who has been using Seaguar for the past 2 years. I somehow, after watching some videos, saw someone using Seaguar, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. So I tried it, and I was like, this is way better than the line I've been using. But the problem was I was comparing it to cheap mono. There's a car coming. 1 second. Okay, so the reason why I thought it was so much better than the other line I was using was because I was comparing the Seaguar to cheap mono, and I never even thought of using cheaper fluoro, and I just don't like mono at all. It has so much memory, it's always thicker, and it floats, but I never thought to compare it to cheaper fluoro. So when I use these today, they felt exactly the same. So I'm gonna probably start getting this Stren instead of spending $30 on the Seaguar. And I'm always complaining to my friends that line is so expensive, but now it's more manageable. So, but if you guys disagree or have seen otherwise, then please comment below. It will help me out and other people watching this video. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and of course comment. But we'll see you next time. Peace, guys.